Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of July 14th. So, July 15th brings the Mars-Uranus conjunction. This happens every 2 years, and basically we have Mars and Uranus coming together, both coincidentally or maybe coincidentally not, coming together at 26 degrees of Taurus, which also happens to be home to the fixed star Algol. Algol has one of the most unfair, sinister reputations in astrology. It is considered a pretty negative star. When I first learned about Algol, uh, it was called the most notorious star in our sky. But when I started to look at it and when I started to look into it deeper, and this is a trend that I have seen with a lot of things in astrology actually, whenever a star seems to hold a very strong feminine energy, a very strong, powerful feminine energy, there seems to be this negative connotation attached to it. I think a lot of the information that we have about astrology from the near past seems to have this sort of connotation to it. I think what's happening now is we're connecting back to a deeper wisdom, trying to look at astrology as not being black and white, bad and good, but just holding an essence. So when I look at the energy of Algol, when I tune into this star, which it has a very, very powerful feminine energy, it has a very powerful energy when it comes to transformation and the idea of rebirthing ourselves. And through every rebirth we experience, we step into a higher consciousness, we step into a new element of our power. That is what I saw when I looked at Algol, this beautiful, deep, feminine energy, that feminine energy of rebirth, of destruction and rebirthing ourselves and stepping into a higher awareness, a higher wisdom. And that's what I see when I tune in, when I look at the energy of Algol. So Mars and Uranus coming together at Algol, it's, easy to get is stuck into the hype around it because Mars and Uranus can sometimes bring a little bit of volatile energy. Mars tends to bring up heated emotions. Uranus can kind of amplify that and make us feel a bit erratic, irritable, angry. All of those sort of heated emotions can come up and we can find it hard to express them in a healthy way. We may feel the desire to be rebellious, maybe even a bit reckless. Or on the flip side, this energy can inspire leaps of faith, doing something different, making bold change, finding our confidence to do something different. So it has a lot of layers, and then it's sitting on this fixed star Algol, and that energy is merging into the mix. In a nutshell, what do I think it means? How do I think we are going to experience it? How do I think we should lean into this energy? I feel like this energy is really calling us two things. I think the presence of Algol is really helping us to reconnect with our feminine power. And this is a power that lives within all of us. It's not about our gender, it's that feminine energy. What are the qualities of feminine energy? Intuition, inner knowing. It's less logical, it's more of our feeling space. It's being connected into our intuition. It's trusting ourselves. It's knowing ourselves so deeply that we have no other reason than to trust what's going on around us, and that we'll be able to move through it. It's a very strong internal energy, really, fixing what is happening within and then allowing that to be reflected in our external situation. If we think of masculine energy, it's kind of the opposite. It's like we're taking action in our external environment to make changes. And that feminine energy is really making those inner changes to then see them reflected out. Both are great, both are valid. This energy is just really calling us to work on that inner state, those inner changes. If we think of Uranus and Mars coming together as a bit of a signature for change, and this Algol energy coming in there, we're really being called to create changes from within. Also, to listen to our inner world and then take steps, bold leaps of faith. That also can be a way that this energy manifests, that beautiful feminine energy calling us to connect with our heart space, and then that Mars Uranus energy allowing us to take what's in our heart space and take that leap of faith, or to confront the heavy or heated emotions that might be bubbling up for us. Maybe confronting them, looking at them. Why am I angry? Why am I irritable? Why am I feeling anxious? Allowing that energy to come up and then facing it, confronting it, sitting with it. That is also very much part of our feminine power, is learning to sit with the uncomfortable. So Mars, Uranus, Algol, this is the signature for our week ahead. I think it has its highs and lows. What I mean by that is I think at times this energy can be a lot. It can kind of create a what is it, like a bubbling, a bit of an anxiety, that this energy can kind of manifest that way. It's not heavy, it's a little bit flighty. The energy is a little bit flighty. So coming back to grounded practices, if you're feeling that, working with our breath, it falls in the sign of Taurus. Mars and Uranus are coming together in the sign of Taurus. So that's an earth sign. So coming back to what earthy qualities we can bring, grounding, spending time in nature, you know, feelings of safety and security, how we can create that. That'll help to kind of counterbalance some of this energy. But I would say if you have a dream that you want to go for and you've been looking for the right time to take a leap, listen to your inner body, listen to your inner self, take that leap. It's a great energy for just overcoming fears, boosting your confidence, um, putting on that warrior, armor and going out there and just getting it done. It has that very can-do attitude to it. I also think it's a great time to, if you've been thinking of making changes, to inspire some energy of change and bring that change into your life. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be quiet little changes, changes to your routine, changes to make your life better, changes to kind of do something different, that desire to step out of the box and do something different. All planetary things follow cycles. So if you want to dive deeper into this cycle, check out my article on foreverconscious.com. I walk you through all the dates that have led up to this cycle, so you can kind of match and see how it might have been playing out in your life, how it might have been inspiring some change or rebellion, or stepping into a greater authenticity. You can go back, look at the dates, see what was going on for you at those times and how it might all match up. So check out foreverconscious.com if you would like to dive into that. And then as we get to the end of the week, we are starting to feel that Capricorn full moon. It falls on the 21st. If you're thinking, hey, Capricorn full moon, didn't we just have one? Yes, we did. Back in June, we also had a Capricorn full moon. This is the second. We are having two this year, which I think is very an interesting choice by the universe to give us these two Capricorn full moons. Back in June, the first Capricorn full moon fell right at the beginning of the zodiac, and this second one coming up is right at the end. I will talk more about it next week, but just to kind of give you the essence, because we'll be feeling it as we get to the end of this week, the essence of both of these Capricorn full moons has been allowing whatever is heavy to rise up for clearing. Capricorn can be a very heavy energy. The moon is our emotions, heavy emotions, and we're getting two of them. We've had two of them back to back now. And so I really feel like this is the universe's way of saying it's okay to release these heavy emotions. We don't need to carry these burdens anymore. So if you can think back to something that's been weighing heavy on your shoulders, maybe the themes of that came up for you at the end of June. Maybe you've just been carrying something heavy on your shoulders for a long, long time. That heaviness, that heavy shoulder feeling, that is what these full moons are calling for us to release. We honor the heaviness, but we can also have space to release. So if that is something you would like to do, start inviting that energy of release in. Start inviting those burdens to rise up so you can let them go. Something to ponder as we get to the end of the week. that is it for your forecast, but I want to offer you this. If you've been seeing my other forecast, you'll know I created a deck of cosmic oracle cards. They are available now on Etsy. Thank you everybody so much for those who have already purchased your deck. They have this beautiful holographic finish, gold edging. There's 50 cards, all of them aligned with something cosmic in our skies. There's also a little guidebook, but I thought what would be fun is to kind of show you the cards in action. So at the end of my videos for the next few weeks, I will pull a card, I will have a little read through the booklet, and we can work through it together throughout the week. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards up. Give me one moment, and then I'm going to pull a card for our collective week ahead. Okay, the card is Make Make. I love this. So this, maybe you have, maybe you haven't heard of it, is a asteroid. Make Make. I'm going to, and the word there is sanctuary. And I think actually this is perfect as we reach the end of Cancer season as well, thinking about home and our sanctuary. So, Make Make lives far beyond Pluto and is the creator god of Rapu Nui, that's Easter Island. Make Make represents fertility and our connection with nature. As the creator, Make Make is considered powerful and abundant. In astrology, it indicates a need to connect and protect our environment. This is in the world at large, but also in our own personal environment too. How can we work on creating an environment that feels good to us on a soul level? Just like Make Make created an island, we too can create our own sanctuary that is aligned with our soul and all that we wish to achieve. Perhaps this is as simple as adding some crystals or plants to your space, or perhaps a move is on the horizon. Or perhaps Make Make is calling you to go deeper and tend to your inner environment. This card may be a sign that it's time to venture within and reflect on how your choices, childhood conditioning, lineage, and ancestral wounds may be influencing your inner and outer environment. You may also be called on to clear or heal generational patterns so they end with you. There's a lot of heaviness. There's a lot of messaging in this card. And at the bottom of each description, I have some like kind of dot points to kind of make it easier to feel through the energy. So it's bring nature into your home, recognize traumas can sometimes be inherited, allow your space to be a reflection of your highest self, write a letter of healing to your inner child, observe any conditioned beliefs or behaviors that are no longer serving you, and karmic family wounds are present in the situation you've asked about. So that is the card for the week, working with Make Make, the creator of Easter Island, the creator of our own sanctuary, thinking about our environment, especially as we wrap up Cancer season. And then with that energy of Algol guiding us to go within, thinking about our inner environment. So that's your card for the week, Make Make. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. Lots of energies brewing. There's a lot going on, but like I said, coming back to that grounding, that will really help us through the week. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.